عليكم.
عليكم السلام. بخير.
باشا
السلام عليكم.
Colorful, Mega, Bucky, Class, Rux, Pizzas, and Zayt.
I just want to talk about Bucky because I know we've talked about it a lot. I know we've talked about on broadcast that video of him qualifying, his dad in the background coaching him, and he's here today by himself. He has performed on the stage before back at the summer block party. He did quite well there and had a good time on the stage, so we'll see. That was a little bit of a less competition. It was for charity. This today is for $15 million total.
And he's going to want to be pushing the pace, particularly against players like this. Class, extremely analytical, keeps a notebook with him at all times and wants to break down his opponent's interaction. We got to see a little bit from Rux and his baseball-playing grandfather during the pre-show. He has that competitive bones in his body. He was there every single week. And Mega, great performance again yesterday. Colorful, the one we got to interview on Mother's Day. He was so, hey, I had to make a deal to even get playing time on the weekends, and now he's going to be on the main stage.
Also, going back to Mega real quick, because he had one of the most memorable moments from yesterday's game when he was playing with Dub. We actually eliminated Mitro and Mongrel, one of the biggest duos in Fortnite in EU, and that was crazy to be able to do with that mechanical skill, the speed that he did it at.
And he barely even reacted. Now, one player, normally, Bala, you and I are very good about going through, breaking these down, knowing their stories. He knows very little about Pizza. It's so hard to find information on him. Got to go through the bottom reviews, but he is somebody in one of the few true wild cards, and I'm very interested to see what happens when you run into him. And now, we're going to actually get a chance to talk with Zayt. We saw him and Zach have an amazing performance yesterday. Let's see what he's feeling ahead of the competition. Jordan, what do you have for us?
You are not wrong, Sundown. One of the best and most dominant duo players standing right next to me in Zayt. Zayt, you dominated yesterday, and it's very clear to absolutely everybody, claiming that #1 slot for 5 of the 6 games. Obviously, it's Fortnite, Orange, Athens, right? But again, going into endgame, you two staying together, locking down high ground, that's ultimately secured the dub. What was your mentality going into duos yesterday?
So, we kept the same mentality, same strategy for every single game. After the 3 games, the 3 first games, we had 38 points. So we didn't change anything. A lot of unfortunate things happened. So we finished with 6 points in the last 3 games. We got 4th. 5 games in a row. We want to win it. So it felt kind of bad, but still.
Understandable. I mean, at the end of the day, though, Fortnite, this is the biggest payouts, right? Like, we're seeing some amazing payouts here. 4th place is still very much a win, I think, to a lot of people. Now, going into the solos tournaments today, obviously you've been performing very consistently over the course of the last year of Fortnite comps. You're faced up against a lot of incredibly talented players in regions all over the world, and there's a lot of different play styles here. What's your mentality going into some of these fights?
For solos, I'm going to play like I've been playing for the past year. I'm just going to be confident because I play best when I'm confident.
Absolutely. Well, we see this confidence. We're going to see it again today on Real Island. What do you have next for us?
Thank you so much, Jordan. And what surprises me there is Zayt. I mean, it's not surprising at all. He's a true competitor. He won, placed in 4th place yesterday, and he's very disappointed about that. You can see it on his face.
Definitely felt it wasn't good enough. He said, hey, we wanted it all. We wanted the top spot. If with Zayt, you've seen it in the past, that means he's going forward. But now on to our next, because these competitors are here to also challenge the top spot. We have Link, Peter Pan, Lechi, Yarkos, Lucia, Mr. Savage, Snazy, Smee, Blaster, and Issa.
The beginning of this group that you mentioned, Lechi, one of the most amazing controller players I've ever seen out in Germany, and he was so methodical and so good at the end game. It was unbelievable. The tunneling skills and able to be so aware. I can't be more impressed by Legend.
Yes, and even in the qualification round, he said, hey, I got the spot. He was almost the first controller qualifier to get in, missed it by 1 place, and that next week when he came back to back solo trap eliminations to just flex on the entirety of Europe. Also rounding out the group, something we saw yesterday was Klusha. He's going to have the time to be on the stage as well as Mr. Savage. They're there, but let's talk about the other controller player making his first trip over here. It is Ghost Issa, the original controller gang, and we had a chance to talk with him ahead of the competition. Let's hear what he had to say.
So I qualified for solos in week 5. It's been 10 stressful weeks, a lot of ups and downs. It's been pretty good. When I qualified, I was so happy. I had a rough 10 games. I think I played 5 games out and died like 4 times off spawn. So I was so happy when I qualified. I instantly called my mom and was like, hey, I qualified. I think it's nice that they open qualified. Everyone can qualify, you can be 13 and win millions of $. And just everyone is really chill. New York is way different. Like even the air, everything is so much different. The traffic, meeting everyone is nice and fun. My advice would be just keep grinding. That's how you get better. Watch better player play, like watch Mongols, bots, or whatever, and just keep grinding. That's the only way you can make it.
Incredible story coming out of Issa, looking to represent and looking to do as much damage as possible. You know he's here to take names. Now on to the next group, where you have a lot of what I would consider dark horse contenders. Very talented players you don't hear enough about. It's Nyx, King, Clarity G, Astonish, Lunez, Check-In, Batch, Pika, Sword, and Reverse 2K.
I just want to point out, Astonish's outfit is unbelievably incredible. He has slippers on that have claws on them.
No, those aren't slippers. He's in a full onesie and then has the jersey over it. You can check him out on Twitter. Also known for one of the coolest flint-knock plays we've ever seen. One of my favorite calls, but also have to talk about Nyx and King. Yes. They were both playing yesterday in the duels. Didn't necessarily get the results they wanted, but they're both known as much stronger individual players. They play much better when they're able to go crazy and do the game plan that they want to do.
Yeah, and in the bottom right there, you see Storm, also known as 4DR Storm. He's one of the players who fully qualified for both solos and duos, and even with his duo partner Epic Whale later on. We do also have Reverse 2K on the bottom half of this group. He is on the floor with Jordan Fisher. What do you got?
Standing next to me is Reverse 2K, one of the most gifted mechanically in terms of his aim, his building sense, his speed, everything about his gameplay I love and look up to personally, and I think for a lot of people here as well. Now, you've already told us that you're dropping pressure, which is where you dropped in your qualifying, which is a very smart move. Are you planning on keeping a rotation schedule, or are you going to be able to be flexible?
I'm going to be able to flex more. I know Digit and I do Lagoon, so that's my hometown, so we might go there.
Very comfortable there. Matt, up really quick, there was some right there with Matt. Now, another thing that I love about you, Reverse, you're so vocal and so positive in social media, and a lot of people are supporting you, very much on this journey. How does it feel to have so much support from Fortnite fans and others that are watching your streams and so forth?
It feels amazing. This Fortnite game is definitely a mental game. If you lose your mind, you're going to lose the game, so a lot of support helps.
Absolutely. Well, we love you, man. I'm excited to see you perform today. Bala, Sundown, who's next?
Much, Jordan. A lot of people from home rooting for Reverse 2K. He's made quite a fan base, and a lot of people supporting him. We'll continue forward back in the stadium. We do have our next group, Hood J, Arius. We also have our one of duos champion from yesterday. It's Aqua, and then Martine, Irus, Robabs, Skylar, Kinstar, and Kinzel.
I mean, can't forget about Flexi and the X2 twins rounding out the group there, but all eyes are on Aqua, and deservedly so. Nyrock said yesterday, hey, we won because Aqua is a beast. Aqua in his interview said, we're just gonna win. And what did he say last night afterward? He's like, you know, run around, mess around, and win solos as well. He is about it, and he has that skill. But another player who has that very similar attitude is Eros. Somebody who's a controller player, swapped over from console to PC. And I had one fan particularly reach out. He's like, hey, I watch him all the time. He doesn't care about anyone else. Whoever is going, he is flying at them. He wants to be known as one of the most skilled players out there, and you have to talk about him.
There we also have Quexy, who played yesterday in the duo competition. One of the actual fully qualified duos with his partner Gletwick, who's playing as well. He's just amazing. His qualifying run actually was one of the most mechanically skilled things I've ever seen, but also what a struggle it was. He had so many setbacks in that week that he qualified that I almost thought that he wasn't going to make it. It was going to be one of the most heartbreaking things I've ever seen.
But he was able to clutch up in the end and get to his spot. Plenty of French representation coming out there. Of course, Keemstar been around from the very beginning, able to compete on the stage as well. Robots up there, and then we have to talk about the X2 twins. Gordon representing down south, known originally as one of the first veterans out there. Quick little video to see kind of what they're all about and what they were thinking of going into the competition.
Twins, and I'm from Brisbane, Australia. I've played LAN, I've played online, I've played the Australian Open, I've played at Poland. And it's a different setting because there's people actually watching you as opposed to watching online. It doesn't really sink in until you actually land here and you get here like, oh, I'm actually in New York. It is definitely a cool experience. I like to listen to music before I play and try and treat it as if I was at home just playing any other sim. You've got to put work into it. Sometimes you might have to get a little bit lucky with like qualifying and stuff. Like that's a part of it, but you can learn a lot through grinding and just it's really cool meeting other people and learning from each other. People that can keep their calm, they definitely come through.
Everything he can to push forward and be at the top. Now we're into the qualifiers qualified in the final week. The week 9 one's the last chance qualifier. When everything was on the line, they made it here. It's Flipnode, Cosmic, 2G, Aspect, Hornet, Trio, the Jetian, Harrians, Evil Mare, and Arcrim 1X.
Flipnode, one of the players out of Brazil who, you know, he's there every single week, just in the top 10, not quite reaching that final top 1 spot, which is how many spots are up per week for Brazil, but he finally did it in the final week. That shows he is clutch.
Yes, the Argentinian was all about it, and we have to talk about Aspect. Him and Ana were the original favorites going into the qualifiers, kind of slid off the pace a little bit, had to drop up. Finally, rocketed up in the lead with 60 points, but the issue was he finished his game early.
هو اللي هذا كان تلفزيونه.
He had to sit there watching the leaderboard for an hour.
وغتسيوه. إيه؟ وغتسابوه. ولا ليدي.
17 elimination game to qualify was definitely memorable from Aspect, but Arcrim 1X also had a memorable performance yesterday in the dual finals. We're going to go ahead and catch up with him on the floor.
Dominant performance from Arcrim for sure. Standing next to me here, another one of the most talented. I mean, I say this over and over again, it's because I'm surrounded by the best Fortnite players literally in the entire world. Definitely one of them here, repping the NA West over there. A lot of psycho players. First and in the last week of solos. Definitely is very different. I'll be compared in comparison to yesterday. Playing in the spot, which was unbelievable, guys. Preparing for solos today.
Come, no problem.
Well, that composure is everything, right?
Come.
Really help you dominate in that way. Now, again, repping NA West out there in LA for me. Listen. Your qualification both in duos and solos, you're the only person from NA West that was able to do that. What do you have to say to the rest of the West?
I mean, like, I you guys get a brain on the West Coast, I mean, like, it'll be a lot easier, you know.
Don't come in, bitch.
That's all you gotta do.
You gotta get a brain. Okay, I'm gonna come to Arkham.
We're going.
See you guys on Unreal Island.
I might also go to Arkham School. That was definitely interesting.
Could say Galaxy Brain there from Arkham, you know, just get a brain going on there, looking to represent. But now the final group of competitors, it will be Sosman, Moffat, and Dretta, Crew, Light, Mongrel, MQ, T, Black, and Skype.
I like the little dab there from Blacks. Absolutely incredible. Again, remember, these are the guys who qualified in the final week. And I do have to point out, and Greta was one of the players who did so. What an amazing performance it was. One of the few players who was streaming his final week, and he did it in an amazing fashion.
Winning 3 out of his first 5 games. He actually took a moment after that on the stream, kind of see him. He had it. He kept pushing forward. We got to see Crew yesterday, had some highlight reel plays, but wasn't quite able to push into the top 10. Going to want to do that today. But Paula, you know on this list who I want to talk about right now, right?
Yes, I do.
Let's hear it. What do you got for Mr. Mongrel himself?
Mongrel. What more? I mean, there's literally so much. I could talk about this guy forever. One of the most mechanically skilled players I have ever seen. So fast with his decisions. You really can't keep up. Sometimes I even have to watch him in slow motion because it's just so ridiculously fast.
دوباره دستی پێ کرد ئەرێ ئەوڵبیا دەکەم فیشیە
How much he is invested, how much he wants to be the best of the best, just as
Hey?
does Skype, the player from the stream, overcoming tendonitis in his wrist, qualifying through. We're going to throw it down to the floor with Jordan and a translator to catch up and hear what Skype has to say. Jordan, take it away.
Standing next to Skype here, dealing with tendonitis is a very, very big thing, especially ahead of a competition of this caliber. How have you prepared physically going into today?
Avec un concours de cette nature, il y a beaucoup évidemment d'ambition et de comment est-ce que vous gérez un peu la situation?
Je m'entraîne et j'essaie de ne pas stresser et je reste concentré en jouant.
I train, I try not to be too stressed out and I just, you know, think about the game.
Understood, as you should. Now you have a lot of playing experience and a lot of success in online tournaments as well. Your preparation for today, knowing that you're going up against a bunch of the best regions all over the world. How are you strategizing for solos today?
Un des meilleurs joueurs du monde, tu as beaucoup d'expérience, etc. Mais en même temps, ça fait une compétition nouvelle. Comment est-ce que tu t'es organisé pour cette Coupe du Monde?
J'essaie juste de jouer, j'essaie de m'adapter à et voilà.
I try to press hard, I try to sleep well, eat well, and I try to think how I'm going to really play the game.
Lovely. That allows you composure, right? Then you can dominate. Lovely. Right, back to you guys on Unreal Island.
Thank you so much, Jordan and Skype. For top qualifier, top of semifinal, and then top of the final. Put him on the map, and now he's here competing on the main stage, which is set for everyone who is here. But all of you guys at home, make sure you're using fortnight.com/watch. Go check the website out. It is a more kind of tailored viewing experience. There's the ability to unlock additional items in game. And on top of that, for somebody who's super analytical, there's a map stream. Individual players stream.
Come here.
Players, TP or dubs,
قول والله
they'll be on there. You want to see the best players from Asia? They'll be on there. Best players from Brazil, they'll be on there. Make sure you go and utilize this tool. Whether you're trying to get better at Fortnite or just want to watch what you want to watch. We want to give you every possible
Bill, come on,
viewing experience. And let us know if there's anything else you want added in there. We're always looking to improve because we're relying in stats.
No, guys.
Thank you to Fortnite, thank you to Epic Games for having me out today. If you guys know this next song, let me hear you sing along. Let's go.
Lately, I've been thinking I want you to be happier. When the morning comes, we see what we become. In the cold light of day, we flame in the fire. We got every argument, with all that has happened, I think
sing it if you know it.
loud one more time for Marshmallow! I tell you, I've opened up for a few DJs in my career, by far the best one, hands down. Guys, this is incredible stuff here. I'm Golden Boy, your host, and this is the moment that we have been waiting for. 10 weeks have culminated to this point right here in New York City, Arthur Ashe Stadium. This packed house. Ladies and gentlemen, give yourselves a round of applause for being here with us today. Without you, this is not possible. But now it's all about these players up on this stage. And this, right here, the trophy and the title of being the Fortnite World Champion. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited. I want to get into these games as soon as possible. But I think we gotta just a little bit more.
بابا خینم کم باگنم نده کشت الو yes زمان سری چند داره
Hear you loud and proud. This is the Fortnite World Cup Finals. And let's send it over to your casters for the first set of games. It's Courage and Dr. Lupo.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time. The Fortnite World Cup Finals Solos competition kicks off today, and I could not be more excited. I'm still sweating from the Marshmallow performance we just saw, but absolutely, Dr. Lupo, this is going to be a darn good time.
100 of the best solo players the world has ever seen in Fortnite are today playing for $15 million in jack. First place takes home $3 million, which is the largest individual prize for any player in esports ever up until this point. You realize that? That is ridiculous. We've seen the best competitors in the world go up in creative, obviously the pro-am, in the solo competition, and now it is time for prizing for everyone at home so you can get caught up to speed. Millions throughout the weekend so far, and even more here today. So Ben, I want to break down these rules for everyone at home. It's not your normal Fortnite game we're going to be playing. Oh no, it is not, especially if you've watched any competitive game. This is solo, so the top 25 placement will get you 3 placement points. Top
Lan zamanı glitch çıkarttı.